Well, good morning. Welcome to Uncut. So we are in the garden today. Say good morning to our
Good
friends.
morning, friends. Hello. Hope you all are doing well.
So yeah, we're gonna be pulling some of these tomatoes right now because
We got tomatoes for
got a
days.
lot of ripe ones in here.
And then look at this. I need to do something with this. This is that one random tomato plant that now has
Completely
essentially
taken over the bed.
taken over the garden bed. But there's some ripe tomatoes in here too. I mean, it's obviously it's thriving, but this is a lot because I want to get this whole bed cleared up, and we need to get the fall garden started ASAP
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
But look at this, get some more peppers. Nice red bell pepper
That's
that's
a
gonna
red
be
one.
ready to pick. Got the Epsom salt for the garden, but for the tomatoes. So thank you to all of you that left comments. Got some nice peppers going on. Like that.
There's a lot over there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we have some, this one, it needs to get staked up. It's
Yeah.
starting
Got some
to fall
peppers growing
down.
there too.
But these are the pepper seedlings that are now starting to pop up. So hopefully it's not too late in the season to have started those, and that we can get some peppers off of those bushes as well. I don't remember which pepper it was that I planted, but I know it's a pepper.
It's something.
It's a pepper. I just don't remember which one. Could
So
be hot, could be mild. We'll find out.
I was watching Tony's video from our cabin in the woods, and he did something uh, unique to me. It's probably been used a lot of times, but I definitely saw it on their channel where he either blends or crushes the eggshell for calcium to put into the tomatoes, um, and it's like a powder. So that's something I definitely want to see if we can utilize here in our garden.
Yeah.
Um, but it was very, very interesting way of getting calcium into the soil. Um,
And very natural too.
yeah, very natural. So we
Very
normally
organic.
just put the eggshells, and we have like a little small composter that we, when we're doing scraps from inside the house before transferring out to the big compost. But the powder seems a
A
heck
lot
of a lot
easier.
easier to manage.
Yeah. And you don't have to wait for it to break down or any of that other stuff. So we
Right,
got to give that a try.
definitely. So if you haven't checked out any of our cabin in the woods with Angie and Tony, you might want to give them a watch. They got some very informative things there on their channel. So yeah, we're just gonna see if we can pick through and get what we can and have a little chit chat with you guys while we're doing this.
Yeah.
Storm is around here somewhere. She disappeared. You
I
might have
saw her
seen.
behind the greenhouse.
Yeah, I don't know where she
Then she
is.
took off somewhere. She's somewhere around here.
Yeah.
I don't. She's not under the deck, which is good.
Oh,
Oh, there she
spoiled
is.
it. So clearly you guys can see the front is on. Um, that's gonna be in the next video, but I'm gonna continue working on that so that we can get that done as soon as possible because we need to get these animals outside and into their house. All right, so we're picking. You got a nice basket over here.
Yep, right here.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah. Oh, and also what I did is I spread the diatomaceous earth on the mulch. I think that might have helped a little something, not with the mosquitoes, but definitely whatever ground dwelling bugs were kind of crawling around on the mulch, because before I like spread this all over the place, as soon as I would come into the garden area, I felt instantly my ankles were under attack. And right now, regardless if I had on long pants and socks or what, but right now, I'm not feeling anything. I don't know if you feel like anything itchy. You got
No,
thick
well,
socks.
I've got thick
Yeah,
socks
you got
and
thick
pants
socks
on.
on. But you definitely need to get the sprayer out, spray for mosquitoes,
Mm-hmm.
and because I have some peppermint oil that I want to just blast
Just
this
put it in the
entire
backpack
area.
sprayer and
Yeah,
just
exactly. Just
spray it
blast
down.
this entire area with. Because since it's organic, there's no chemicals, it's a natural repellent. I don't necessarily need to worry about like what it's going to do if it gets on any of the produce, tomatoes, um, or like if it gets on the grass out there and storms outside and she's like walking by, and it's organic, so I don't have to necessarily worry about any harmful impacts. But yeah, got to treat this area for mosquitoes because they're out of control. Out of control.
Yeah, so we I've been wanting to like treat the yard, not just for the mosquitoes, but also for we think that in here, like especially in the mulch area, that they were chiggers,
I think it was.
because they were eating our legs alive,
It was
and we
tearing us up.
and we really didn't treat in here because this is produce that we're eating, so we didn't want any pesticides or anything on that. So we were doing our best to try to keep it as natural as possible. I did come in a few times with just the backyard fogger and kind of just spray down the mulch. It helped, but just like to a certain extent. Like it didn't help as much because of whatever was in the mulch. Again, we think it was chiggers. The spray did nothing. Like that definitely helped out with the mosquitoes, but um, chiggers. Um, so she's picking, and I'm running my mouth. So another thing Chantel did was she kind of just draped this shade cloth on top of the greenhouse, which is fine for now. It's keeping it somewhat cooler in there when the sun hits. My plan is to kind of raise this and put it like on a pulley system, so we can raise it up when we want to, and when it's time to take it down, we can lower it down off that pulley system and detach it. Um,
Yeah, because this is obviously a temporary solution because I don't know if you can see it. I have clothespins just holding it to the top lip of the greenhouse. So
I don't think anyone would have saw that, but she just told on herself.
that's
But
okay. It's temporary because I knew that you were gonna do that. But I'm like, you know what? If I wanted to get anything in there, because I have a really nice spearmint plant that I
yeah,
picked up. I mean, the other herbs, they're all dead. So let's see. Are they coming back to life? No, they're still dead. So yeah, I'm gonna put some seeds in those pots, and then hopefully that does something, because they're self-watering pots. And I figured, okay, maybe the greenhouse was too hot, and that's why as soon as I put the herbs in, they died.
right.
So I figured just do this now as like a short-term fix until we can get more of a permanent solution in place.
Yeah. Well, I will say, as far as the weather goes today,
It's actually not too bad out there.
it's not bad at all. Um, so I'm really trying to see if I can finish getting what I need to get done with that building back there done today while it's a little cooler. Um, there's really not much left to do other than, well, I'm not going to say that. There's still a ton to do. But I do need to put the rafters on and start doing the Tyvek around it, and getting it ready for the siding to go up, and the roof. But yeah, this, in terms of the structural part of the building, it's it's put together. It's good to go. Windows have been sized and fitted, and everything fits nice and shouldn't take too much longer. I do appreciate the comments from you guys saying, work at your own pace, don't kill yourself trying to get that done and all. And I really am trying to work at a lower pace and not overexert myself, being that it's so hot. But at the end of the day, we do need to have this up ASAP because we have to get the quail in there. So I'm forced to work on it even when I don't want to work on it. Does that make sense? I told y'all before, like I say things sometimes that doesn't make any sense. But I definitely need to get this finished and we can get the quail in and the rabbits. And yeah, at that point, we'll kind of have our garage back.
Yep.
Because we keep talking about we going on a diet, baby, and
And then we start on Monday.
we don't every Monday, it's
Monday.
Monday. Well, next Monday, and we
I'm
never
starting
start.
on Monday for real this time.
But but all of our like exercise equipment and stuff is in the garage, and it's kind of hard to get in there and do anything when you have these birds in there and the rabbit in there.
Not to mention, it's been hard because, we'll be outside kind of getting stuff done, and then we'll go in the house when it's dinner time and try to find something really quick to throw together. And then it's like, okay, we need some snacks. We need some delicious snacks.
We love snacks.
I love snacks. Speaking of which, I need some more before Monday.
So these tomatoes she's pulling are looking really, really good.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, like the one thing that the garden did well with was tomatoes.
Yeah.
We don't have anything else, much of anything else except for tomatoes and basil.
I mean, we did harvest some really good greens off of there, and
we did. I'm gonna.
we got cucumber and zucchini, and
Oh yeah,
we got a lot
yeah.
of good stuff.
We did, but tomatoes are definitely
It's-
overperforming. Like,
yeah.
they're doing great.
Because it's not just this bushel over here. She's got some along the fence line right here.
Yeah, those aren't doing as good.
And then over here,
I know.
it's just it's
So
tomato island over here. Like there's a lot of tomato.
Yeah.
Um,
And then this.
yeah, that random one just grew out of nowhere and produced some really good cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, we definitely got to get the fall garden started.
Yeah.
Because some of the vegetable or some of the seeds that I want to plant, I want to use them for Thanksgiving, and getting them in the ground now will pretty much guarantee, hopefully, that the vegetables will be ready for Thanksgiving. And then what will be better than that? Because and let me know in the comments if you guys run into this too, because I know I try to shop in advance for holiday meals, and it's like for certain things you don't want to go too early because then it's going to start to turn. And like for every other year before, where we weren't doing our own garden, I would get like the greens and like the cabbage or whatever it is that we're making for Thanksgiving that wasn't necessarily, like pasta or the potatoes and stuff. And then I would get that too early in the week, and if I waited later, then it was picked through. So that's why I'm like super pumped to try to get everything in the ground. But let me know if you guys ran into that, and kind of what did you do to combat it, especially if you don't have your own garden. I think many of you have your own garden, so you probably don't run into it, but I'm trying to be like y'all this year.
Got to get you in a moo-moo. So
yeah.
my Renaissance grandma is doing some challenge where she's out in the garden in the moo-moo, and I watched the video and I was like, well, what's going on here? But I did tell Chantel about that, my Renaissance grandma.
I want a moo-moo just in that one.
Maybe we get her out here in a moo-moo in the garden, right?
Yeah.
All right. I hope you guys are enjoying Uncut. It's literally just us you know, chit chatting with you guys and showing you behind the scenes things that you don't typically see in the videos. Um, but I hope you guys are enjoying it. Again, it is unedited. I literally just take the camera card and put it in the computer and upload it exactly the way it is. So there's no cuts, there's no vocal, you know, arrangement or fixing of any kind at all. And it may show in these videos because sometimes the camera's a little, oh, but you know, that's the reason it's uncut, it's unedited. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be dropping the video for that tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you in the next uncut, which is going to be Thursday, right?
Yeah.
You guys have a good day.
Bye-bye.